Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Black Girls Den Salon. Happy Women's Herstory Month. I'm so
Hey.
excited to have a special guest for our conversation in the salon today. Leah. What? Leo. Child. I practice. I'm sorry. Leo.
It's
Rochelle.
okay.
Thank you for joining us today. Would you like
Thank
to
you for having me.
You're welcome. Would you like to share with our guests? Just share a little bit about yourself so we can.
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. I am your girl, Leo Rochelle, the founder and creator of the Fat Girl Chronicles, PGC Media, and PGC After Dark.
Period.
You can find our shows on all platforms. And when I say all platforms, I mean all of them. Our show is available on 36 podcast streaming platforms, as well as Facebook and YouTube. And we're also available on all social media platforms as well. We have conversations that bring about the realness that we deal with in everyday life, relationships, love, finances, mental health awareness, and then for PGC After Dark, we tap into the sexual health and wellness, intimacy, connection, and relationships. But we also talk about how mental health affects all of those things as well. So we like to have a good time. We like to have fun. We like to get to the nitty gritty of things. But we
Yes.
gonna keep it real. We gonna have a good time. So check us out on all platforms. And you can check me out as well. I have my own personal brand, which is the Leo Rochelle brand, and you can find me on all social media platforms as well. Good morning.
I love that. Thank you so much for introducing yourselves to
Thank
Salon
you.
Saturdays. I'm not even on 36 platforms, so I'm gonna need to figure out what all the other platforms are, child.
I'm gonna show you how to find it. I'm gonna tell you how to find
Yes, please show me.
it.
But if you all are watching this, please let us know where you are listening from, are watching it as well. This is a salon feel, digital feel, where we come and we talk about different things that affect women. And hair care is like the number one, especially for Black women. We do specifically talk about us. And since it's Women's History Month, I just had to, talk about the greats. As we know, the first self-made millionaire. Now you can debate it. That's just what we've been taught. Madam CJ Walker. So I thought that we could kind of start with Madam CJ Walker and then kind of talk about how we think about hair now and just how the salon culture has changed over time and different things like that. So that's kind of what we're going to get into hair care industry and salon culture. But before we get into that, we are going to do our first segment, I should say. I would like for you to share whether it's your first salon memory or your favorite salon memory that you can remember.
Okay. So when I was growing up, I didn't actually really ever go to the salon because I had hair as thick as this hair on my hair right now, and it was down my back. But I do have salon memories because my aunt had a salon in her basement.
Oh, okay.
So we would spend Saturdays in the salon with my mom and all of those kind of things. So I was a homegrown hair girly. My
Oh,
mom and sister did my hair. I was tender headed as all get out,
mm-hmm.
which was also another reason my mama wasn't sending me to nobody's salon because we know back then they'll pop you real quick. So my mama wasn't gonna play that, and she wasn't sending me to nobody's salon to get my hair done, as much hair as I had. So I would definitely say that a lot of my memories about salons when I was younger came about from visiting my aunt's salon. And in my early 20s is when I really started going to the salon because I cut all of that hair off and started wearing it really short and really curls and, all of the curls and stuff. So my salon experiences at that time of my life became some of my favorite. Shout out to Mama Gail.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she was like a second mother to me. She was someone who I could have any kind of conversation with. I don't care what we talked about. And when I say any kind of conversation, I mean exactly that. And she was just always very open and honest. That even the other women that came in there were very open, very chill, very relaxed. And that was the best part of going to the salon as still a young woman because you got to get so much wisdom from the
Mhm.
women on those Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
And in my 20s, I'm thinking I'm out here doing something until I go to the salon and talk to them. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've really done nothing in my life, so let me shut up.
That is so funny because there's some stories in the salons, okay?
Girl.
Well, I
And
love.
I'm glad I got to experience it when I was in my 20s, though, because I could fully participate in the conversations
Yeah, uh-huh.
and truly enjoy them.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It kind of went out, but I can hear
Uh
you
oh, I don't know what happened.
No, I can hear you. Well, hey, Anisha, thank you for joining. We're gonna see what happened to Leo. Hopefully, she comes back. Oh, yes. Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
I'm like, what
Okay.
happened? Um, I was actually able to enjoy those conversations in my 20s and actively tap in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, when you're younger, you just kind of sitting there and don't know what's going on. So I was
Mhm.
grateful that I was going to the salon at the age I started going to.
I love that because thinking about it, I didn't really go to the salon in my 20s
Hmm.
because first I went off to college. And so when you're in college, like you just go get your hair done. I don't even know what I was getting done. Oh, I was getting braids. So I was just going to the African shop. So in my 20s, I wasn't really going to the salon, honestly. And I think I was just getting braids or I was getting sew-ins, just trying to find some different people to do my hair. And then I went to grad school and I think I just kept getting braids. I don't even know. But I have more of my, I would say, like, is it formal or like, I don't even know, adolescent years in the salon.
Yeah.
Yeah, adolescent years
Okay.
in the salons. So I grew up going to the salon and the like African salons and just like going to salons every like Fridays or like, I think I was going on Saturday nights, but Fridays was popping. But yeah, every Saturday I was going to the salons and I just knew what I thought was cool was like my mom, I went to the same salon my mom went to, my grandma went to, because um, I'm a military kid, so I moved around. But my mom and we got stationed like where she was from.
Okay.
We moved back. So just to make that sense. So I was going to like the family like hairstylists. Like she did my mom's hair, my grandma's hair, my aunt's, like all of our hair or whatever. So I thought that that was kind of cool too. Like different generations, you can just see it in there. And then we would like go to church together. So it's like I see my hairstylist at church and at the salon. So I thought that that was kind of,
Oh,
yeah, kind of cool, you know. And then you have like that relationship and that bond. But I was like, I wasn't really having conversations. I was just kind of listening to people. But the conversation that I heard, because it was like five women, the salon had like five hairstyles. So then you see women and then like it was kind of like a family. It was like family friends because my family, like of course my family went there, so the other people's family went there, and you just have cousins. So that was kind of cool to just like sometimes you see your family like, hey cousin, how you doing or whatever.
right.
So it was more like a, that's when you were going like every 2 weeks because I end up getting a relaxer or whatever. So you have to go get your hair done like every 6 weeks or every, you got to keep that hair done. So you're like, you're seeing your family and stuff like that more times because you're going to get your hair done. Everybody's like on a schedule or something like that. And you kind of
Right.
just know what's all going on and stuff. And then I stopped going because then I stopped getting relaxers. But we can even talk about that. You know, that can kind of lead us into our next segment. But I always just like to ask people about like their salon memories because I think it's really kind of just shows like girlhood and like how we have
Yes.
and kind of like the importance of that. So I'm glad that you were able to get that like perspective in your 20s and you had that and you were able to talk and you were able to learn and have those conversations. That's actually really cool too. So
Yeah, that was my favorite part, though. I think as I got older, I was able to appreciate what the salon brought
mm-hmm.
into womanhood, into adulthood, and speaking to women that were older than me. I mean, I think Mama Gail was about 50 when I was in my 20s, and so thinking about that and just seeing the difference in what I was learning then and who I am now, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Oh my God. Thank you for the salon days and the honesty and the openness
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times, although our parents are great and my mom was an amazing woman, there was some things you just can't talk to your mama about that you could talk to your hairstylist or your big auntie about. And so that's what made it a lot more comfortable because there was never the space of judgment or
Mm-hmm.
feeling like I couldn't talk to her about anything.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So I
Yeah,
love
all the
that.
conversations, or even the conversations that just be happening. Like I was the only child, not only child, I was the only girl. So some conversations like you're not having the rest. If you have sisters or whatever, you might have other conversations or like, So I think that kind of leads to it's like you're in a building with basically all women. Like
Right.
it's about to happen. Like some conversations about to pop off that you just don't even know about. Do you still go to the salon now? Your hair is so cute. So I'm like, I don't know. Do you do it yourself?
Oh, thank you. Girl, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This a wig, honey. This is a wig, and it has become one of my favorites. Up under here, I have a fade. I'm a fine and faded cutie. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Okay.
but I couldn't get to the barber shop, so
You
here
was like,
we are.
period. Okay.
I was like, either way, I'm gonna show up.
Period. I love it.
So, but I go to the barber shop a lot, and that experience for me
Yeah, how's
as
that?
a woman, but I also a former licensed barber myself.
Oh, okay.
It is it has always been an experience working in the barber shop, but also just going to the barber shop as well. It's always an experience.
What they be talking
And
barbershop? I be hearing barbershop talk.
barbershop talk is it's like an extreme sport
Mm,
because they will talk about any and everything. Men are passionate about sports and they will go above and beyond and they will argue to the death of them about sports and all of those things. And so I was able to actually learn a lot from men in barbershop settings and listening to them talk and paying attention to how they speak about women or relationships or what they desire from relationships and what they think about them. And so I listened a lot more than I spoke. And then when they would ask for my opinion and I would talk, and they like, oh, okay, you got a little sense, you know. So I absolutely loved both experiences because the barbershop taught me the side about men, about how they show up, about the importance of getting a haircut and things like that to them. And that is just as important as it is to us.
mm-hmm.
Getting their haircuts and getting their things taken care of is just as important as us going to get our sew-ins, our braids, or whatever we get done to our hair. And it's also an experience, not
Mm-hmm.
just a barbershop, but a black barbershop is an experience. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
love both sides of
Where
it.
did you, if you don't want to understand, but did you grow up in a certain area? Like, are you on the East Coast?
I am in the Midwest. I'm a Midwest girly.
Me
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
I'm a Midwest girly too. We got to chat offline if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Midwest girly too. I feel like the Midwest don't really get that much clout. So I'll be putting on for the Midwest all the time.
Period. And we should. Okay.
Because Midwest stories matter too. Ooh, that's what I should start. Hashtag Midwest stories matter. Ooh, I'm
And
gonna
they do. We
yeah.
gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we talk about that all
Yes.
the time. But yes, I just be coming up with a whole bunch of stuff on the live chat all the time. But I was asking that because I didn't know if you grew up in like the Baltimore, Maryland area, but they were saying like barbershop culture is really big and stuff like that. So that's why I was kind of asking you that because it's true, like beauty is really big in the black industry, like black hair care industry. I don't know too much, but I hear barbershop talk, but I don't, but like it's just interesting. Like they talk about sports, but like women, they be talking about men, they be talking about other things too. But it's just like it's interesting about the conversations that be
Yeah.
happening. I don't really do barbershops, but the barber, and I don't want to say I'm not no fan of the barbers, but I be hearing about barbers and what be going on in the barbershop with the barbershop. They be doing a lot. So I just be trying to steer clear away from that. So that's my experience with it. But all in all, like barbershops and beauty shops, those they have became safe havens and safe spaces for women and men.
Absolutely.
So I think that is important. And I feel like as a culture, we are kind of losing that in what you were saying, because you go and you talk, you meet, but it's like now people are like doing studios and stuff like that. It's like you don't really get that. Like I love the idea of like, you get to have that one-on-one time with your I don't even call them now, I don't even know if you call them hairdressers or stylists or whatever you call them. They be calling them Instagram stylists, child. But it's like nowadays, like that culture is missing because we don't have everybody talking. We don't have everybody having conversations. It's just like it's more isolated, I should say. And
Very
so
much so.
some places are more isolated. It could be like the bigger cities or whatever, but I feel like Midwest still kind of have that Southern culture because I'm back more in the Midwest now, and I do actually kind of go to salons. Like I was like, okay, this is a salon, like this is a different salon feel versus when I used to live in Atlanta. I just would honestly get my hair braided, so it was just me and the braider. Like I would just get my hair braided all the time, and so I think that that's different too. She was cool as well. Um, but it's just a different experience when you're in a
Yeah.
salon with different people versus when you are like one-on-one with your stylist, I should say. My beautiful best friend Leo, yes, beautiful ladies, thank
Hey,
you.
bestie.
Let us know if you all have a favorite salon memory or your first time in the salon, if you can remember that. So let's kind of get back into the topic, I should say. But in 2020, there was this. So my whole thing I do is media and womanhood. We mash it up. So we're going to talk about Madam C.J. Walker, the self-made Netflix series. Not too much, but in 2020 it came out, and it was talking about how she kind of made millions off of creating this relaxer. There was some controversy in there saying she's stolen and stuff like that. So disclaimer, I don't know nothing about that. But but I really want to talk about kind of I would say the changes in, like, did you ever have a relaxer
I
or
did.
okay.
I absolutely did. I used to get a relaxer, and my results weren't bad. So you know how people like my hair would be long now if my mama wouldn't have permed
Yeah,
my
like
hair
the
in
gel.
second grade.
Mhm.
No, my hair got permed because my hair was literally as thick and like voluminous as this hair right now, and it was long. So my mom needed a way to be able to manage it better
Mhm.
because it would take so long to do my hair back in the day. And I can remember those days. Oh my God, I remember those days so vividly. It would take so much time to do my hair when it wasn't relaxed. And the older I got, I think I got a relaxer maybe like sixth grade so that it can be more manageable, but it can also be more manageable for me to be able to do it myself. And
Mhm.
so I did get a relaxer. It was easy flowing. I had the long Aaliyah type wraps back in the day.
Mhm.
And so that's what made my hair my favorite thing back in the day. I loved my hair. I was gonna wear my ponytails because I was a ponytail girl.
Oh, okay.
And my hair was so long to the point I couldn't wear one ponytail. So then after that relaxer, baby, I was able to put it in one ponytail. You couldn't tell me nothing then. And so the relaxer is what actually helped my hair. It didn't do my hair harm like a lot of people's
Mhm.
experiences was. So
Okay, that makes sense. Do you miss like having a relaxer? Do you miss your long hair and ponytails, or do you like your fade now?
kind of both. I love my fade because it is just quick, simple, easy. I can brush it and go. There is no real, I'm not going to say there isn't a lot of real maintenance, but it's a lot less maintenance than having longer, thicker hair. My hair, when it grows out, it is still thick. It is still um, very full. And it takes a lot to keep curls. It takes a lot, and my hair is natural.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a relaxer in my hair in about 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years. After I stopped going to the salon and I moved, it's been about 15 years since I've had a relaxer. And it was just when my hair grew back out, I loved the natural. I loved my curls, all of those kind of things. But if we're being honest, natural hair takes so much time and attention and maintenance and care, and you got to spend money on 1,001 products. And if this set of products don't work, you got to try this set of
Money.
products, or you
Yeah.
got to try this with that and that with this, and then you end up with a bathroom closet full of products that have not been used. I still have a tote with a lot of products that I hadn't used, over time, and I'm like, man, this about $200 right here in this tote.
I was like $1,000 trying to figure out what product worked for my head, child.
Yeah, and so it just became way too much on top of life things. I was like, I need ease.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just go back to my hair being chopped off, and I can handle that. I can cut it myself if I need to and if I want to, but also I make it a point to get my hair cut because I'm a DIY girly. And so I still want the services. So my haircut is my self care and is my service to myself so that I don't have to do everything myself.
Yes, I was like, you did say that you were a licensed barber. What made you get that? Was that being in the salon? Did you always want to do hair? Did you, or what made you try that route?
It was a side quest.
I feel it. I feel it. Okay. It
It
was a
was a side quest. It was just I couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do at that point in my life. I had already graduated college. I went to school for early childhood education, and I got my degree. And I was in school. I was teaching,
mm-hmm.
but I was also like,
What else can
I
I
need
do?
something else to do. What else can I do? Because I'm bored. I ain't got no children, any of that. And I was in a relationship at the time. And I was like, I'm going to go back to school. And so I went back to school
I love that. Are you still
and went and got a barber's license.
do you because but now they be having teachers. They be like now you could teach people how to do it. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like I'd be seeing like going to the schools. Like now you could teach people how to do hair, like barber. I'd be like,
Yeah, I don't think I want to teach any
yeah.
of that. I just, I had a good time with the experience and learning to barber, but I think I would actually be better at taking care of the hair and
Oh,
teaching people how to take care of their hair
okay.
because a lot of people do a lot of things to their hair that is so unnecessary, so very like, why would you do that? And you got to kind of help people to get an understanding that less is more for your hair.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need 1,001 products. You don't need a million and one relaxers or colors and all of those things too. But also people online, oh my God, some of the videos I've seen with
The
the things people do to their hair. And I'm like,
it's not
that's
really
why you're
cute.
bald head. That's why you don't have edges.
Mhm.
That's why it's hard for those that patch back here to come back, baby. We gotta stop doing so much. Hmm.
We're gonna get into the products. Okay. So I would say for me, I don't even know if I even knew what a relaxer was. I just knew that I would get relaxers. I guess my mom got relaxers. I feel like I have two different I don't say two different perspectives, maybe two different opinions. Like you know how they're like this and that. So like I
Yes.
understand like relaxers are there to make it easy. So it's like okay, going back to Madam CJ Walker, but I feel like in the time when relaxers was happening, it was kind of to like tame your hair, like like to appease the other people, like oh, just like
Mm.
your hair to appease a different demographic of people. Because like oh, your hair is
Mm.
natural, your hair is curly, but it's like okay, but why did we really need relaxers? Because our hair grew naturally how we liked it, or how we how we know it to grow, but it was like this doesn't look right in our Western, society.
Civilization. Yeah.
So yeah, yes. So like I get so it's kind of like a twofold for me because it's like, okay, we see this, we're like, oh, this relaxer is so good, but it's like, are people doing relaxers because they want to appease to a certain civilization? But on the other hand, I can see where it's like, okay, like natural hair is a lot and it takes more time to do it. Like my college roommate, she used to say like she used to twist her hair every day. I used to see that, I'd be like, girl, I'm not doing that. That's why I have braids. Like I'm not twisting my hair every day. I don't think she does it no more, but I'm like, that's a lot. Like I cannot twist my hair every day. But I remember when I was in high school, I was thinking about starting my own natural hair care line. So I actually have fun with trying to twist my hair, trying to learn, trying to do these different products. I think I did it a little bit in college, but like
Oh, okay.
yeah, but like in college, like I'm going to class, I'm doing this. So I was like, do I really want to wear a twist out to class or whatever? But like my friend, she does wear her twist outs out. I never felt that comfortable with doing it because I didn't know how I liked it. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I was like trying to do like I was trying to be an entrepreneur child. It clearly didn't work out that way. But like I was like hot oils and stuff like that. So when you talk about all these products and stuff, like I was trying to make stuff up with like egg protein and all stuff. Like I was doing all that, but also just to kind of learn it because we're really not taught what I hear like chemicals are bad in relaxers. We're not really taught what's in relaxers, but we just know like it makes your hair more manageable, but it's also just like it lays down. But also, I necessarily didn't like a relaxer because I feel like it takes away from the sacredness of our hair because we're putting stuff in there to make it lay down. Like I like the afros, I like the curly, I like the king, like I like all that. And I think that it makes us look different and it makes our hair much more than just like flat. I don't want to say flat like that, but just like straight, I should say.
Straight, yeah.
Yeah, because
And
it's
I
not
love curls. I feel you. I love all of the
yeah,
textures and all of the stuff. Yes, absolutely.
yeah, like, oh no, your hair shouldn't be like this, but it's like 4A, 4B, whatever all these other things are like. But I feel like it's just ingrained. It's like, oh, get a relaxer and then boom. But like that's what our parents did, and now that's what we're doing. But like our generation, like we stood up. I've actually been natural since like junior year of high school. So I've been natural for a long, long time. Just now recently, a couple of my friends have talked about like getting relaxed and stuff like that, just because the managing about it or whatever. And it's so
Hmm.
interesting because it's like they like our hair takes so long. So now it's like when we get older, it's like, okay, we can see relaxers, we can do it. But like I really want to get locks, honestly. I just have not really did it yet. But I'm like toying between actually locks and like just being bald, like I am, just like, because it's like hair can grow back. Um, so I feel like, I feel like it's just so much when it comes to our hair because like when your hair is not cute or your hair is not done, you really can't like feel yourself or like it makes you
You
feel
can't function.
literally like now. But going back to when we were talking about like the salon or whatever, like you remember like when you could go to the salon, you could kind of like walk into the salon like, hey, like you could do a walk-in day appointment, like you could just walk in sometimes or whatever, like, hey, can you see me today, or hey, can you fix my hair? Nowadays, like with Instagram and social media, it's like we don't have those things. It's like, well, book for an extra fee if you want the same day appointment. It's like do a deposit, it's like we like are like who's the customers or whatever. I don't know. My friend was like
Uh-huh.
customers. It's just like it's a different culture now. Like you can really go to any salons and just be like, oh hey, like can you do this? Or like, oh hey, can you do this? Or like messaging. Now it's like I get with the times and technology, but it's kind of like the technology is like throwing a throwing a little bit of wedge into the culture and having it. But then also, I mean, you do have the YouTubes where they tell you, how to take care of your hair, talking about the products. Now everybody got a product line. I mean, Cardi B just came out with one, but we got Taraji, we got Beyonce and her mama, we got
Tracy Ellis Ross,
Ross,
Tabitha Brown,
like all these different people with all these different haircuts. And even if you think if you go back, we had those like, and I don't think Design Essentials, maybe not, that one is not black owned, but I forget. Oh, Can Too. The girl who sold it, she sold hers.
Mael,
Yes, so we have all these different products, all these different hair care things, and it's just like,
Carol's daughter. We have so
yes,
many.
Yes, Carol's daughter. One I used to use. Oh, it came in like a brown tube. As I Am. I used
Okay.
that one before, but it's like when you think about it, it's like co-wash, shampoo, leave-in conditioner, styling.
Regular conditioner, styling gel, braiding gel, curling gel.
It's like it's so much in styling cream, and I was like, I don't know, people just like, oh, and I've never used her products, but she has a line. Her name is called Naturally 85. She was a big YouTuber.
Mm.
She has her own hair care line, but she had a community to sell it to. But I'm like, there's all these different products. But I do feel kind of overwhelmed.
Um,
Like nowadays, to your point, our hairstylists, like they'd be like, hey, you should do this, or hey, you should do that. Like these people are just coming here and they're not teaching, they're not like they're missing that part. We're losing that education on hair because one, we're not going to the same hairstyles because we're this person does this. Now I'm having this issue. One person does this style, this person don't do this style. You got to go to this hairstylist for this. I'm like, I get the specializations, child, but I need y'all to be a little bit well rounded because
yes, and that's one of the things that I don't like about the current culture when it comes to hair in general. One of the biggest things is that a lot of people don't have formal training when it comes to hair, when it comes to spotting diseases of the hair, the scalp, and all of those kind of things.
mhm,
And so people don't even recognize how dangerous it can be if you aren't well versed in understanding what those things look like.
mhm,
MRSA is a real thing, not even just for the client, but for the stylist itself. MRSA is a real thing. All of these bloodborne pathogens and everything along those lines are a real thing if you aren't cleaning your products or your instruments properly. I haven't seen a container of Barbicide in a salon in a long time, or in a barber shop either. Barbicide was an essential thing that you needed to have your on your station in order to clean your combs, clean your utensils, make sure. And I barely see barbers spray down their clippers nowadays and clean them real good between clients, brush down and clean your chairs. Everybody is so in a rush. They're
yeah,
trying to get as many people in and out as they can, but
mhm.
we forget about the service. We forget that we are providing a service.
Not
That is it.
her.
Yeah, you're supposed to provide a service. And if you feel as though you aren't able to make the amount of money that you're looking to make within that time frame for that service, then that means one, you need to increase your skill set in order to fall within that time frame to meet as many people's needs as you can within your day, or you need to offer more services that will go along with that one particular service. So you want to do a haircut, you want a beard, um you want a facial, all of those additional things that you can add to it to make more money, but don't rush the service. Sometimes that's the only time people have to themselves, even though they may be surrounded by a whole bunch of other people. That's the only time that they have to themselves to actively go, chill, listen to the conversation, be a part of whatever is going on. And the whole come with your hair washed already epidemic is insane for me because as a stylist, that is your time to actively inspect the scalp, inspect the hair, take a look at what you're looking at and how you're going to actively do this hair because you got to make sure that this person don't have lice. This person don't have any kind of open sores or disease in their hair. It's so many things that we miss out on,
I
and
would
all of this other kind of stuff now is just insane.
like,
And
yeah.
come with your hair already parted. I've seen that recently, and I was like,
I'm
I wish I would.
is a service like y'all literally this is a service and it's so annoying. Y'all got all these rules, all this stuff going on. Deposits, we never had to give deposit back in the day. We come now, people are flaky. I understand that is just a part of what it is, but yeah, like I had to check. I'd be like, okay, does this come with a wash condition? Because I'm coming there because this is part of my self-care. I go get my nails
Yes.
done. I don't want to do anything. I want to have my come now. I will comb my hair out, child, because that's already a stress. But it's like you're providing a service and people are thinking it's just like honestly they're thinking these stylists, oh, like in Atlanta, they think they above the program because I can go to another stylist. But also the thing is like people are trying to charge $500 and $600, and but it's like y'all trying to show y'all trying to be with these celebrities, or y'all trying to pay your rent, or try to they be talking about how like y'all want us to fund y'all lifestyle, honey. If this, it's not worth $1,800 to get no hair done. You need to think about what you need to do. And as you say, now I do like the fact that when I do go to like stylist and it is one-on-one, I don't really feel rushed. I think that that's cool because
Mhm.
sometimes you do have to wait. Like, oh, they have to be in the washer, but like that doesn't really bother me. Like if I have to be under the dryer, I'm waiting for this person, that doesn't really bother me because like like that's kind of what you get when the salons. But I do like the fact it's like I don't feel rushed or they rush it. I remember this one lady, she did my sewings and I do like the sewings, but baby, I was like, she was so rough on my hair, like I'm like, girl, the hair is delicate, like calm down now. I'm just like, but then it's like I feel like sometimes you can't even say anything to stylists because like they'll take it or whatever. It's like you don't really feel like, okay, I don't like this, okay, I do like this or whatever. It's one person I tell, I was like, one girl I was like, this is cricket. Like she did my braids. I'm like, you didn't know that like these are cricket.
Lord.
Like I'm just so confused now. Granted, she was in hair school, so that's okay. But still, but like, girl, these are cricket. Like how you're saying, like you go so fast, you want to get stuff so done, you want the money, but it's like you don't want to provide
Hmm.
the service. And I'm like, that's in general. Even at restaurants, like it's this whole culture. Like I went to the restaurants, they don't want to provide service. I'm bringing 10 people. Oh, we can only split the bill 4 ways. What type of service is that? Like that's not
And
service.
everybody wants a tip. Everybody wants a tip these days.
But then they want to add gratuity on there, and the servers barely do anything. No, let me do my gratuity on it. Like I'm already pissed because you already act like you can't. That's already part of bad service. Me walking in and you acting like you can't do more than like split checks. You can split the checks. It just takes a little bit more time. And oh well, you want people to be at your restaurant, then you need to take that time to do it. Like I don't understand. And then when you go and to your point, when you go into these salons and like that's why I just got braids done when I lived in. I was like, I don't want to deal with the same person. And my hair actually did grow, and I seen it. Now I come up here and baby messing up my. I'm like, where did my hair go? Like, because I'm going to this style, I'm going to that style. I'm like, no, I like to kind of stay with the same style so I can know, like, okay, this is what it is. This is what it do. Because that all matters when it comes back to your hair and if you want it to grow and stuff like that.
And
And
that's what you should be doing. You should be going to you should go to a stylist consistently because that way they know your hair well enough to say, okay, well, we're not going to put a relaxer in your hair this time because we put a relaxer in your hair 4 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago. So this time we gonna make sure we wash it, we lay it down real good, and we gonna do what we need to do because I see that your hair is thinning here or you got a little scalp irritation there. Those are the reasons that we went to stylists consistently
mhm,
because people talk about they talk about themselves being bald headed now. Yeah, because y'all sit in 15 different chairs, this person don't know your head. Right. This person doesn't know your hair from Adam's house cat. And you sat in everybody's chair possible. None of them washed your hair. You didn't wash your hair. You got glue, you got the protected, you got everything else in your hair. It's so many things.
mhm,
And so now people walk around here with their hairline starting back here and wondering why.
mhm.
Uh, because these people are putting products in your hair that you don't know what they are.
Yeah,
You don't know what's in it. And people don't use consistent products. Um, I remember back in the day, one of the products that was used consistently in hair salons was Mazani.
yes, I do remember that.
I
It's like
remember Mazani.
Imazani.
Mizani. Yep, Mazzani used to be in salons across the board. And I'm from Gary. And they used to have a whole warehouse in Gary of Mazzani. And that's where you used to go to get the products. Or you knew exactly what was going to your hair. Mane and tail was another one. That wasn't black on, but mane and tail. Lusters was another one. Pink oil. You knew those products. And so people back then would take the time to tell you what they're putting in your hair, or the salon level type of
Yeah.
conditioners and things like that. They would tell you what they were putting in your hair. And Dark and Lovely was always a
Yes.
favorite. And so we knew those things. And so now there's just so many products, so many things, and we are getting so far away from, like the title, the sacredness of our hair, the sacredness of the salon experience, the sacredness of the bond that you build with the stylist,
Mm-hmm.
the connection that you build with that stylist, the connection that that stylist has to you and your hair. So we are really getting very far from a lot of what that culture itself consisted of and what it was supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because now everybody is chasing a bag and not necessarily chasing the things that help people to be consistent, because your bag is with the people that come to you consistently. So,
You need consistent customers instead of trying to be on social media trying to get all these other customers. Just nourish the customers that you have.
yeah.
Design essentials used to be a big one too. I think I remember that one. That was like salon care thing. Yeah. And that's what I'm like, that's what the issue is like. And then you try to go now, you got to like go on Instagram to find new hairstyles. Like that's what it's thinking about even moving. I'm like, you gotta find new hairstyles, you gotta do this, you gotta do, and it's just like then I was like so much anxiety, even with service providers, like just so much anxiety as a customer comes with the like, are they gonna flake on me? Are they gonna I got scammed when I lived in Atlanta about this little girl, but I was trying to get hair. And then she's like, oh, I had this hair. And then I get scammed. So it's like from the scammers trying to get money from you. Oh, do this deposit. Then people will try to like block you and stuff like that. I'm just like, it's just so different now versus like when you grew up. And it could be like a small town thing or a small town thing. Like when you grew up, you're like, okay, no, I know my hairstylist is going to be there. I know I'm going to be able to get my hair done and stuff. Like, okay, every 2 weeks they have books and stuff. Now you got to go. And it's just like, it's so different that I think that we are forgetting that our hair is sacred. And it's really something that a lot of women hold on to. People are attached to their hair. And I don't think that a lot of these stylists, well, I don't want to say a lot of these stylists, like maybe newer stylists are thinking about that, or even the industry with braids, like getting your hair done or whatever. Like I was saying, like I do ask for referrals to other hairstylists now, but that's just because I found one. But it's just
Right.
now I'm yeah, like if I got relaxed, like I gotta remember what did I relax 5 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. You gotta remember too much. And it's like, girl, it would have been on your books if you went to the same person. But
Yeah.
now my thing is about timing because now you work with people. If the stylist has kids, like now you're working around like children, people with kids schedule. This
Personal schedules. Yep.
headache. I have a headache. You gotta do this. And now if you work like at a certain time, you can't go get your hair done here. Then you try to go get it done here. Then it's just like it's
Yep.
overwhelming. And that's why so many people are doing their hair by themselves. Let's be honest, they're doing their hair on their own because they're going on YouTube now. So it's just like it's such a different culture shift. Now everybody's into DIY child when they doing their hair. They did this girl doing her hair, baby. I said it take me 8 hours to do some braids. So let me just go to the and do it.
And
But from
and
that,
I have even gotten to the point where, baby, I will watch a video real quick if I don't know how to do it. If I don't know how to do it. But also, I'm gonna order a wig too. And I have never really been a wig girly,
I'm not a
but baby, some of these wigs be so cute, and it's like, oh, I want to try it. And then when I've been able to find ones that I really like that actually fit my face and the kind of my personality and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay. But I've gotten so accustomed to purchasing a wig if I can't get my hair done.
mm-hmm.
Because even purchasing weave is different than what it used to be back in the day. And my thought process is so far gone because I haven't worn weave in forever. So I'd be like, wait, $60 for Yaki? What are we doing? What time frame are we in?
I'm like the sewing. Okay, the sewing price. Now I gotta go buy the hair child. So I love sewings, but it's like going to go find the hair. Now I gotta go find a stylist to do it. Can't just go to a stylist. I'm not even a wig girly because I don't really care for wigs, but I had to like force my friend. She only wears wigs. Like go to the hair stores, and my other friend she's like get them online and like does like what glueless wigs or whatever. Like I don't like wigs because then one unlike well like you said you have a fade. Now I got to figure out how the heck to braid my hair. Like that is maintenance to me. Like I don't know how to braid my hair, so I'm like okay I got to learn how to braid my hair or something like that. That's why I don't really care for wigs. But if you know how to braid, then that's okay. Like then you're good. But I was like taking it
Mhm.
off really feels good, but it's like keeping on, but it'd be too hot. Wigs be I'll just be like, no,
They
thank
are not a fan favorite for the summertime. I'm gonna tell you that much. You will definitely not see this on my head when it start
you.
getting hot
Too
outside.
hot
No,
for me.
baby.
Be too hot for me.
Uh-uh.
Like, no, thank you. But I like the locks and like I try to do like the twist. I really am like I like the twist or whatever, like these, but like my real hair.
Yeah.
But like I like these, but it's just like and it's so many different things. But I just feel like we're losing it. Like we're losing that sacredness. And kind of
Mhm.
like from what it is because like you said, everybody wants to chase it back. People don't really care, but it's just like the whole thing of come with your hair washed throws me completely off. That should be a part of your service. Like I
It should.
like
It absolutely should. But
okay,
people are wanting to cut corners and charge more. Like that doesn't work.
cut corners
Um,
and charge more. Like
I've seen people like bring your own comb and brush or
no way.
yeah, baby, I have seen it all on social media and I'm like, you all are absolutely insane.
And y'all be doing hair
And
in your
then you want me to bring my own comb, brush, hair. You want me to wash it myself. You want me to do everything pretty much to prepare and you're going to only install the hair or you're just only going to cut it or whatever you're gonna do to my hair, that's what you're gonna do. But you want me to be prepared with everything else that I need in order to do this?
yeah.
No, there is absolutely no way that I'm showing up with all of my own supplies, all of my own things, and then you still want me to pay you $600. No, thank you.
Way. And then the price gouging. Like I give people price gouge, but I remember my friend was saying like when I was trying to get my hair straight, I'm like, what is the price? They're like, oh, the price depends. No, the price should not depend. It should be what the price is, tell me what the price is. And then this other lady, I think she was about to get married or something like that. She was going on vacation with her family. You know, she put on, I'm doing quick weaves today. Come with your hair ready. She basically glued down and I'll do the quick weave. No, you can't be trying to get money because you're trying to go on vacation. You didn't prep right for your vacation. Now you they gonna say come with your hair washed. If I'm gonna wash and condition, I might as well throw some tracks in my hair.
Cause that's only another 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. And you talking about I gotta spend gas to drive across town to come to you and pay you $400 when I could just go ahead and finish it up myself. And then probably go find a little salon or one of the storefront
Mm-hmm.
places and get it cut like I want it to be.
Literally,
Or you could go buy one of the quick weaves in a box where it's already cut and layered, and you just put this. You put the 20 inch, then the 18, then the 17, and then your hair is pretty much already cut and layered how you need it to be.
want it. I'm like
People got to be for real.
y'all don't want business no more. Or then there's another like it's like oh just do this, but it's like oh my books open once a month. What? I gotta put in my calendar when your books open to remember to go try. I'm not doing all that. Like, is it why is getting your hair done have to be an extreme sport nowadays? That's what it is.
It is.
Like what are we doing all this for? It's just
It's
an
crazy.
export behind the freaking paywall. Like I gotta remember October 30th or March. The books open at 5, so I gotta go and do. I'm like that is crazy.
You have
That
to remember way more about their books, and it has to become a way of life. I'm not making that a way of life. Either I'm going to be able to pull up, and that's another thing too. I'm stubborn. I'm just not gonna do it. I am not going to pay a deposit. But then also when they're late, they don't deduct money for when they're late, but
oh
they will add money when you're late, but they won't deduct money when they're late. They
won't
will cancel your appointments or and not show up and not accommodate you for the
reschedule.
time that yeah, for the fact that you had to reschedule. Well, I said this time based on my schedule, and now it's an inconvenience for me. I needed to get my hair done because I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And a lot of them have, excuse my language, have piss poor communication skills as well
Or none.
because they don't communicate to you ahead of time about what's going on or what needs to happen and all of those things. And so you really end up having a terrible experience when it could have been a great one just simply because people don't know how customer service and communication work.
I'm like, I need to do like a customer etiquette class for these entrepreneurs. Hey, y'all. Hey, are they?
Hey, guys.
Are they? Hey, girl. Yeah, and I'm just like, you want everybody, you want us to be considerate of your time, but we come in, we still gotta wait 20 minutes later to get our hair done. But I do like it. One time, this lady was like, "Oh, can you come in later?" I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." But did you think she offered me any time off?
Any kind of discount?
No.
Any kind of additional services? No.
One
They
lady
want to give you the same service.
One lady did. One lady, I did get like additional service or something. She's like, "Oh, we could do this," but I think it was just like it was my first time there, so I was like, "Oh, okay." But I could tell like she was like like she's an educator when it comes. So I wanted to do her. The only thing is she doesn't do the style that I'm trying to get now. I'm like, "Child, my hair hurt, baby." So now I gotta find somebody else. Or they really don't know how to do hair. They really just know how to do a style. Yes, that's what we talked about earlier. They don't be knowing how to do all these different
Yeah.
styles. And that's what, like, if you want to be, sorry, if you want to be a stylist, you need to know how to style. You need to be able to be at least, what's that called? Like, I don't want to say expertise, but you need to know at least a couple of different
Be
styles
versatile. Yeah.
or be versatile. Or even if not, you might not know it. Maybe you can try to do a guinea pig. And I'm sorry, like, I know people they like, okay, like I'll braid and I'll charge you less, like just for my time, but not really the actual style because I don't know how to do it. Like, let me just try to do it with you. Yes, that's the word versatile. Because I'm
Hmm.
like we're getting away of what we need, and as Black women, the safe space, the care, like we're really getting away from that. And how now, honestly, I be going to hair schools. Like I really do be going to hair schools because I'm like I'm not
And
about to
that's smart because you get it at a discounted rate. And some of the people that's in hair school really know how to do all of the hair and know how to do everything. They're just there to get their certification. And now I do believe that they are changing the parameters for that. And there are a lot of things that you don't even have to go to school for.
mm-hmm.
But it's
I
insane because of the exposure to so many medical issues that could take place. People get straight razor shaves and all of those kind of things. You need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of the fact that people have the opportunity to bleed out if you cut somebody the wrong way when they're getting a straight razor shave and all of those kind of things. And so the education part is vital to you being a successful barber or cosmetologist. And I really feel like they call a lot of people stylists now because they don't know a lot of the education. They haven't gone through the
Oh,
process of learning all of the things because in barber school, we still have to learn how to cut, color. We have to do all of the things that even a cosmetologist does. We have to learn how to do nails.
oh,
We
really?
have to do, yeah, we have to learn how to do a manicure. We have to do all of that.
Oh, what's the difference between barber and beauty school then?
The difference is that they're in beauty school, you learn more about curling. You
Oh,
learn more, but even then, we have to learn how to roll a set of perm. We we had to do it all in barber school.
mm,
So they do a lot more on the beauty side of things with styling. They go full on styling. We
well,
just had to learn
the
the
base.
basics. Yeah, we did have to learn how to curl hair and use a curling iron and all those kind of things. But with beauty school, they go full on. So we've had to do a lot of things. And even when I was in barber school, just because you were a black girl at the school that I went to, because you were a black girl, they just assumed that you knew how to do hair to a certain extent. So they wanted you to show up when it came down to doing women's hair because a lot of the other girls didn't know how to do hair. And it's like, what? So
Right.
it is definitely an experience all the way across the board.
Yeah, I think education is lacking. So I didn't know. That's why they're not called beautician. They're called stylists. I was trying to say maybe beautician. I need everybody to go to school, child, to learn. I need education there. I need them to have a class, customer service 101. Everybody want to be their own boss, but they don't have no customer service. They don't got no time management. Child, that
Yes,
needs to be taught. So I need them to go to school, child. Okay, I don't need you out here.
absolutely.
The braids, I don't know. People get away with just doing braids, but hey, I need you to know how to manage your
Again, I
because
need you to know all of the things. I need you to know how to clean your combs properly.
okay,
Because just washing them in some shampoo ain't it.
cleaning the
Because
clothes.
shampoo don't wash away lice.
Mm-hmm,
Shampoo, if you don't, unless you got a specific medicated type of shampoo, you're not gonna wash lice off a comb. You're
mm-hmm.
not gonna wash any infections or any of those things. Which again is why barbicide was a necessary thing, and you can only buy that if you have a license.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember that a lot. Like, and I think that might be going away. But I remember like, oh, a lot of the like products that was used is like only if you're a stylist you can get these products. So I do remember that like back in the day. Um,
Yeah. And
kind of
that's still a thing. They just have found workarounds. They found a lot of workarounds to be able to use a lot of the stuff they use now because you don't have to be educated. You don't have to learn these things. You don't have to go to school. Like, you don't have to go to school to be able to braid.
yeah,
So people learn to braid, they set up shop, and then they do what they do, and they're gonna braid, and they're gonna go from there. But even in a lot of the braid shops, they don't shampoo your hair.
they don't. I'm like, they can't
They
do it. They charge you extra. I'm like, I'm coming here to get my hair braided. I don't. Who said I got a washer at home? I mean, hopefully, but like, who said I got a whatever? I don't got no bucket to wash my hair, child. I'm trying to hurry up, get my hair washed. That's what I'm literally like.
yeah,
You have to plan to take your hair out, to then detangle it, to then wash it, to then get
yeah,
like that could be a whole day. I'm over here. I don't know when I'm getting my hair done because I'm like, well, how long is it going to take me to go to take this out?
yeah,
That's all the things that you have to do to just prepare to get your hair done.
to
Then you
get it
get,
done,
and
to
then it
get it
endless
done.
times. It's so much. So yeah, I want to kind of talk about this before we have to wrap it up. I don't know your time, but
Okay.
I wanted to kind of lean into like like politics and like the laws, like that, like industry of like how our hair is kind of like a form of resistance. Like I was talking about, like wearing it natural, doing that because like we're like forget what your rules and laws are, but also talking about the Hair Care Act and like how politics play a role in women's hair from like trying to like I guess like assimilate, but then also like how we had the Hair Care Act and like how we're wearing our hair more natural. Like do you think it's like a form of resistance? Do you think like just like the historical policies around the hair and like beauty, like kind of like beauty standards? I know that was a lot, so I'm trying to put it down.
No, I got you. I got
Okay.
you. I absolutely think it is asinine that there had to be a law put in place in order for people to not discriminate against the hair that grows naturally out of our heads
Yes.
as it is. Now, do we sometimes go above and beyond to be over the top with our hair? Absolutely. Because your hair is an expression and an extension of who you are or how you may be feeling at that time and in that place.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I am going to be a little extra with my hair because it's my hair, because it's on my head, and if I want to color it rainbow stripes, I
Mm-hmm.
have that right to do so. But also, I shouldn't be discriminated against because that's what I chose to do with my hair. And that was something that I used to do anyway. My hair has literally been every color under the sun,
Oh, really?
except yellow, I think, except for yellow. My hair has been green, it's been pink, it's been blue, it's been purple, it's been blonde, it's been brown, shades of orange, shades of red.
Yeah.
I am a color girly. And if I'm not doing color, baby, you believe it's gonna be midnight blue black. And that's what I'm good with. but I don't accept the fact that we have to do so much explaining about our hair and explaining about how we look or how we show up or what's on our heads. I think those respectability policies and doing all of that shrinks who we actually are.
Yes.
You are so focused on what's on my head and not what's in it that you are taken away from me as a person as a whole.
Yeah.
My hair could be fire engine red, and it has been, but that does not take away from what I'm able to bring to your establishment, your business, your whatever.
Mhm.
My hair being what it is or how it looks is part of my freedom. It's
Yeah.
part of my right to choose how I want to look, how I want to show up that day.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I decide that I want to walk out this house with this wig on and keep it like this, and then halfway through my day, I'm like, I don't want to put this on no more, and I decide to take it off, then that is my right to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I am over the conversations online as well, debating about women's hair or where I don't think women should wear wigs, and I think women. How about you focus on you?
With no hairline, if that's a man.
Focus on you. I think so many people try to take away other people's rights and freedoms and ability to express.
Yes. Like hair's
Why are you trying to box me in?
yes. Like hair's a form of expression. I was just talking to my coworker actually because her hair is like pink. I never did pink, but when I was younger, I would do like blues. I would only do like I did blues, purple. I didn't really do the green. It's kind of cute, and I did like, of course, red. And so, but my friends are like, "You always have color," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm always gonna have color. Like right now,
Hmm.
I have dragonfly. Like that's me. Like hair is an expression. I shouldn't have to be boxed in to do whatever you think should be done." I was like, "Actually, I'm about to start getting some more color. I haven't done purple. Like it was all those were like wigs and stuff like that. I haven't did it just because like just trying to get my hair done is a whole task, and then trying to add color. Like to the like to your point of like policing, like even when people are online, like women shouldn't wear bonnets. Like Monique saying, people let people wear bonnets. First of all, I do want to wear a bonnet on the plane because, child, I don't know what the people before me did. They cleaned and they did that, like you said, baby. You could just do a little while. Maybe I don't want my hair touching the seat. Like, why
The feet, yeah.
wear a bonnet on the plane or not? Like there is some like big bonnets, small bonnets, or like scarves. Like I also like I wanted to like wear scarves. Like I love scarves. If I like to wear scarves, that's what I like to wear. If that's what makes me comfortable, y'all worried about what's the other person in the next seat is and not yourself. And so this lady was talking about how she sent her child to school with the bonnet on, and baby, they was eating her up in the comments because her hair wasn't done. But also, I wouldn't want to send my daughter to school with the bonnet and her hair not be done. I would want
Yeah.
my child's hair to be done. So that's a different conversation. But they're like, she's like, no, because the hair wasn't done, so we just put a bonnet on there. I would have did a scarf or something like that, because then at the end of the day, she kind of got embarrassed. Like a teacher basically embarrassed her. So that's a bigger conversation of like, why did
Yeah.
embarrass her? But like, so people are saying different things like that. But my thing is, if why men online like, oh, like you can have a preference, but when you be saying preference, you be wanting to wear long hair short, but then be, oh, I like black women. Well, black women can wear their hair differently. So don't be saying like you want women to be natural, but you don't like the 4C natural. You don't like the
Yeah.
where you
Yeah.
like
Yes, because there are a variety of naturals. Like what you might think is considered to be natural, maybe somebody's relaxed hair going back into natural, and it
Mhm,
hasn't fully reached its natural state yet.
mhm.
So sometimes people see the process of going natural and think that everybody is that natural. But there are so many variations to black hair. It is absolutely insane. And kind of to your point earlier, I think I just lost my thought. I hate when that happens.
Oh,
Uh, what were you just saying? You were just talking about,
well, I was about to talk about men. I was saying that. Well, I was talking about
yes,
yes. I
that's
was
what you were saying.
yeah, what because
Sorry, that thought said,
no, you're fine. I was talking about men because also to your point about like relax, like they may think natural as being relaxed, and like we know that's not. You can see a girl with straight hair, like, oh, that's so cute, but she has to get her hair perm for that, or relax, whatever they call it. I remember when I was like,
Right.
you say relax, black people say relaxer, white people say perms. That's so funny to me. But then perms turn their hair curly, which is so interesting to me. Now, what I do be looking at is like the girls that be having the braids in their hair. I be like, why is your hair braided? But hey, it's none of my business. It's free will out here, so do your free will. But I will say that men have these conversations. We don't tell y'all to wear your hair straight. We might just say get a haircut, but we don't say do so that. Like men be trying to police women's hair. Like even my dad, he be like, oh, you got all that weaving. I sure do. Did you pay for it? No, you didn't. Why you talking about like, oh, I like this, I like that. We don't care what y'all like. You can have a preference on maybe like a hairstyle, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna wear braids, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I think that chatter should be discussed. Like, it shouldn't be all online either. Why are you in women's business and what they want to wear with their hair?
Yeah.
You barely got a
Yeah.
beard, you barely got a goatee, whatever. Like, you do you, and let women wear their hair what they want, short, bald, or like,
Yeah.
oh, if a woman, basically like, oh, if a woman is bald, like, um or she cut her hair or something like that. Like they have all these different superstitions about that. It's like, no, women have the freedom to express themselves. Well, everybody has the freedom to express themselves, but like you have the freedom to express how you want to wear your hair, and you should not be judged because your hair is blue or black or whatever color you wanted to
You
do
shouldn't.
with
And
clothes.
even with the way people go about the stories of why people cut their hair. I remember when I first did my first big chop, I went to a salon and got my hair cut. Like my first full big chop. I've had it cut prior to that, but when I did my first full big chop and my hair was down to the middle of my back, that lady just swore I was going through trauma drama. She was like, are you going through a divorce? Are you depressed? What's going on? What's happening? And I'm like, girl, no, I just don't want to do my hair no more. I just don't want to have to deal with the responsibility of hair. And so I am just looking to have a little more freedom, have my head feel a little bit lighter, so that way I can navigate the world differently. People have the right to choose and the right to change. And I think we should get used to that without it having to be some big revolutionary thing or big piece of people thinking that it's a resistance situation. No, it's not about resistance. It's about us showing up as we are in order for us to feel like our best selves.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Yes, like we just want to wear our hair
We
however we
just want to
want
feel
to
good.
and be true. I just think it's a well, I think everything. I don't think everything's a form of resistance, but it's like forget your politics and your policies. I wear my hair natural.
Yes,
I did it, and I
absolutely.
honestly did it before. I did it before people was natural because my mom was like, I played sports a lot, so my mom was actually tired. She's like, get a relaxer, and I sweat my hair out. But like, because there's pros and cons. Because when you get a relaxer, like when you think about your hair, it's like, dang, I can't swim, I can't get my hair wet, or I don't want to work out because my hair might sweat out. It's like it's different things when you even think about relaxers. Like there's pros and
Yeah.
cons to everything, as people say. It's like, oh my gosh, when am I gonna get my relaxer? Or I just hate when they call like our hair nappy and stuff like that. Like that's so rude and disrespectful. But when you have your relaxer, yeah, it's cute and it's something to maintain. But baby, you gotta wrap that thing every night and try. I don't got time to every night, baby. I just be falling asleep, braids and bonnet, and keep it moving. Let's keep braids and bonnet. But so I think that is what it is. But I also think that uh as women and as black women, our hair is very very important to us, versus now
It
you're seeing
is.
the sister locks, you're seeing locks, you're seeing so much of that going on, and then
Yeah.
you're seeing people cut their hair and stuff like that, and then just the conversations online about like hair and what we have to do to kind of maintain it, different things like that. And as I said earlier, like we're seeing all these new hair care lines and different things like that. And so I just think that it's just really interesting to be in this, like, I would say this era of like salon culture lacking. Everybody's doing something different to their hair. Everybody's trying to figure
Yeah.
out how to do their hair, or they don't even care. But I think that a big thing about me is I think about my hair, like you know how people are like moving across the country, or not even out the country, child, moving abroad. I'm like,
Hmm.
"Who gonna do my hair? Do I got to get locks?" Like it's just like it's a thing of that I think about when I'm moving. When I move back here, oh, how can I find a salon? How can I find a stylist? Child, I need to start a dang business. Help you find a stylist. Like how to find a stylist, where I'm gonna get my hair done. I'm going to places that may not have that many black people or something like that. Like who's gonna do my hair? So I think that that's just like a common thing when people, especially when women move, like what am I gonna do to my hair? Am I gonna do my hair my own self, whatever?
Hmm.
Versus like, you know, if you move to LA and you can't find a stylist, or like maybe New York, but it's like, what if you move in the Midwest? Girl, where am I gonna get my hair done at? What am I gonna do? So you're like asking people or whatever. So I think that hair is really important in our culture, but there's just some changes that are not really changing for the better or the benefit of us. And so
Yep.
we see all these different things where people are doing their own hair, like they don't, I guess, don't, I don't want to say don't care about their hair, but like they're just spending all their time doing their own hair because you just can't find a good hairstylist or something like that. So
Yeah. And it's hard. It's hard to actually find people who, again, just kind of going back, who actively care about the hair and care about the person attached to that hair. A lot of times we really have come across people that are just like, I just want my money.
yes.
Like, I'm gonna do your hair, but I just want my money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that irritates me overall is because, like, no, I'm cool. Like I said, I will pull out my clippers real quick if I get down to it and I really want this haircut. I'm gonna pull out I'm
Okay.
gonna get in that mirror and I'm gonna chop it off. And that's what I'm gonna do. But I really hope that we circulate this video in a for real way so
Okay.
people can really get an understanding of what it's like out here.
Yes.
We want to be able to go sit in the chair and get pampered and taken care of, but I do not want to have to spend $600.
Okay. Just
And I
be
still have to come with my hair washed, parted, conditioned, braided down, and all of those kind of things. If
compensated
I
for the
can,
inconvenience that.
yeah, if I can do all of that, I might as well not even let you do my hair.
Yeah. So if this gets into a hairstylist page, video, child, just listen, take it. And it's not all hairstylists and some hairstylists, but they're making it bad for the people, child. Don't be trying to do deposits all the time. If you're gonna inconvenience us, just know that we have lives too. Like y'all want to be treated as human, but we're human too. And
That's
don't be trying to
it.
overcharge and under deliver. That's what it'd be. It'd be overcharging and under delivering. And if
Hmm.
a customer service person, call me. I will help you get your customer service together, okay? Because we are really lacking that. That's everywhere. And I'm sorry, I'll
Yep.
be called, and because now they talk about calling the state on y'all. So y'all need to be doing a little bit better, okay?
Especially with people that braid hair.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
talk
talking about that a lot. Hmm.
literally. I know. I should do a call line. Call me if you had a, oh, I should do call me if you had a horrible experience with your hairstylist. Just think about the stories that I would be getting.
You
Child,
would get so many. I'll
yo,
send you a few that I've seen. There was a woman who pulled out a weapon on a mother and her child because
what?
yeah, it's insane. It is insane
Yeah,
the
that's
way people have to go through things dealing with hair now. And
it's really
yeah.
it's really
Oh,
sad.
and my thought came back. I was gonna say my only pushback to bonnets in public is that people don't have a bonnet that they wear outside and then they change into a different one when they come in the house. They use the same bonnet when they
Mhm,
go outside and then wear that same bonnet in the house, in the bed, all over the couch. You just like we couldn't sit on the bed with outside clothes on,
mhm.
you shouldn't be going to sleep in your outside bonnet.
Well, now
You
that
shouldn't be wearing a bonnet or a scarf outside and then come in the house and go lay down in the bed.
yeah, now that is true. Maybe having two different bonnets. I will say that I don't wear bonnets to the. No,
I
I'm
don't
saying I don't
either.
wear bonnets to the airport. I'm just really talking about the airport now. I'm not saying now. It's true, like you do be. I also think that it's a thing too. Is like women, you do try to preserve your hair too. So I do see the need of bonnets. Like I don't want to take my rollers out. Like I want to keep it, especially like you have an event that day. So I feel like trying to
Hmm.
judge you on that. Like I'm not saying to go to the stores with your bonnet on. I'm not really saying to do all that or go to the mall with your bonnet on. I'm just talking about when you travel, the bonnet on, and you could definitely have two different bonnets. But also, I have to think too, like somebody just left their hair, like they just got their hair done. This girl, like, or wear a cute little scarf, like. But also, I also don't like that, like, you're judging basically because who wears bonnets? Black women. Like, it's like black women are always getting judged.
Hmm.
Y'all be judging.
Always being policed.
Yeah,
Yep.
do y'all be judging black white women for getting braids? No. So, like, if a black woman wants to wear a bonnet, let her wear her bonnet. And it might not be good to us, but she might be going somewhere that night where she wants to keep her hair protected and good. So that's all that I think
Because
of.
that is a thing. Because especially if her hair is natural, baby, wear that scarf until you pull up.
Oh,
Wear
okay,
that thing until you pull up at the place.
because baby,
Because
you don't want nothing to happen. I be so mad when
perimenopause is a thing.
I don't know about married menopause thing. I don't know about it yet, but like when you in the wind, when you driving, it's just like one thing your hair, the wind might go the wind. Like, let the girls wear they bonnet, they cute, it's cool. It doesn't do anything to you. It does not
Right.
affect your day. It does not affect your day. And if we quit trying to police women, that's all. Quit trying to police women. Then we can do
Mhm.
whatever we want to do, and you don't even have to think about it. Like, oh, she has a bonnet on. Maybe instead of thinking all these negative things like we shouldn't do this, maybe hey, maybe she has an event tonight. Hey, maybe people need to start thinking with intent instead of thinking of the impact. Hey, maybe she could be getting married. Like, she could be on her way to her wedding or something like that. Like, you don't know. She could be going to a ceremony. Like, you don't know why these people wear bonnets.
Yeah.
Everybody's not thinking, let me just wear a bonnet so I just look crazy. Not just saying that people look crazy, but like people are not just doing that. People are like, let me put this on so I can preserve this hair. Let me, like, we just talked about in the beginning of the episode how long it takes to do hair. I'd be darned if you come and say something about my bonnet. Well, do you want to redo it for the next 5 hours? So no, thank you. Like, I don't
Right.
that. So this has been a great conversation. I really
It
enjoyed
has.
it. If you here, make sure you like this. Make sure you share this with your friends and different things like that. But I really enjoy this conversation. I think that we definitely should have it, and because it was Women's History Month, I was like, we have to have it
Yeah.
now. The salon is open every fourth Saturday. I'm changing my times. Every fourth Saturday, we'll be having different conversations, just about life and salon culture, but things that we talk about in the salon. But now that we're not in salon shop, we just talking about it on a digital salon.
Yay.
So that's kind of where we're at with it. I hope you all enjoyed this conversation. But before we end, I have a couple announcements, so just stay real quick. This
Yay.
I don't want to call it a marathon, but kind of Black Girls is in this marathon era. Tomorrow, if you all did not know, like I said, this podcast is about womanhood and media. One thing that I think is very important getting older is our health and our wellness. And sadly, this does affect women. Endometriosis is this month. It's awareness month. So tomorrow I'll be speaking with some women who are sharing their story about endometriosis, and they're just talking about what they had to go through, what they learned. And I think it's really important for us to be aware of different symptoms, because at the doctor's office, they be trying to gaslight you and different things like that. So I wanted to share people's stories on my platform to help people who may be dealing with it, just want to learn about it. So I'm doing that tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come back and join to just hear about it, or if you're going through it as well too, just come and just share it and talk about it. It'll be more interview because I don't have endometriosis, so I'm just there to share and bring awareness to it. On March 30th is Main Character Monday, where we talk about the main characters that we love from our shows. We'll be talking about Insecure. I know everybody loves Insecure, but
Okay.
our perspective is bringing it from a therapist. So just think about like Black girl therapy with shows from another therapist, kind of in a viewer perspective. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be diving into characters and how we see them and how we relate to them on our screens. So
That's good.
that's just a couple things. That's why I call it's like a marathon, but it's not a marathon. But we live every day till Monday. So make sure you subscribe so you can come if you enjoy these conversations, all things womanhood and media. I do want to thank you so much for joining me in this conversation. I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
I think, of course, hair care is very important as well. And let them know, like, again, if you want to say, if you have anything coming up, if you want to share, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up from there.
We do have our shop is available now. Our merch store is now available. You can check it out at shop.thefatgirlchronicles.com, and that's PHAT. So
Period.
the Fat Girl Chronicles dot shop.thefatgirlchronicles.com. Uh-oh, you can stay tuned with us on, again, all social media platforms, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we have a newsletter that will be coming out May 1st. So stay tuned for that. And check out our link tree,
Yeah.
uh, linktr.ee/PGC Media. You can find all of our things there in order to tap in with us. And also, we have on our link tree what we call the plug corner, where you can find all of the businesses and other podcasts that we're connected to. And some of the businesses that we're connected to have discount codes. So you might want to slide in there. We have a couple of discounts for Savage Fenty, Jade Lab, and I believe AMC Theaters. So we have a couple of,
Okay.
yeah, we got a couple of discounts on our link tree. So you can
Yeah.
go tap in. And our favorite travel agent, Unforgettables, is there as well. So you can tap in, see what they got going on, book you a trip, get on up out of here somewhere before they start trying to change up the travel stuff. But
Okay.
um, I think that's it for now.
I love
Check out the
that.
YouTube channel and stay tuned with us. We'll be back in April because we have an amazing month of April, and also May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And over here with PGC, we always celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month. So we
Mhm.
got some great topics coming up for that month as well.
May is also Women Wellness Month, so I'm thinking about doing something for May too as well with wellness and stuff. So we'll
Okay.
yes.
Oh, and let me not forget, PGC After Dark comes back in April as well.
Okay.
And we will be having some great topics over there too, in regards to mental health awareness and how it affects how you show up, whether that's in intimacy or in your sexual relationships.
Hmm.
So stay tuned.
Love that. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Share.
Hey, all of that, all of that, all of
Okay.
that.
Definitely, definitely. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed this episode. Hopefully, I hope. If you did, like I said, like this, share this with your friends, your sisters, your girls. Share with your homegirls because we're trying to, get the
Share
den
it.
to bring in the girls. All right. But in in all, I am Alicia. That's my name. If I didn't say it, I host Black Girls in Podcast, which is a podcast that comes out every Wednesday, audio and on YouTube. It's all things about womanhood and media. Right now, we're doing a series called Small Town Girl, Bigger Dreams. So if you want to subscribe to us on um, Podbean, you can. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify and a lot of the other ones that I can't really think of right now, child. But we on there, okay? And just check us out. Give us a listen for your commute or if you at work. And yeah, share with your friends. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hi.